Good morning, everyone. Trevor Thompson, TNT Pressure Cleaning. Dynamite service with explosive results. So you can see where the rain kicks up a little bit of dirt on there. You're not going to be able to avoid that. We're taking a look at a house wash today. Got a small shed here with a roof to do, and really what you see is dirt on the flashing, and we can clean up this fascia, brighten that up real nice. If we come around the corner here, you do notice that we are doing a roof wash, and you do notice that these goes down and it's going to go into the yard. So what we want to do is make sure we flush a lot of water down through there before we lay our solution on. You can see this patio back here and the buildup that it has. So if we take a look here, you can see what that looks like. And so there's lots of bird seed that's kicked up alongside the house, dirt and things like that. You can see what the windows sort of look like around the framing, and then the gutter line. All in all, the hardy board here is in real good condition. It's just got lots of spider webs, dirt and grime, so our brightening solution of sodium hypochlorite will really help to make that stand out and pop. You can see we have another area here, and you can see that they have some bird feeders that hang here. So once those hang here, the bird seeds come here, and then your organic matter starts to build up. So we'll get that all cleaned up and nice and beautiful. You can see what the window tracks look like. All in all, the house wash will go relatively quickly. We're gonna focus on the roof right now. We have diverted one of our downspouts here. Instead of running into the yard, we let it run into this area here. We're gonna flush this and put a pH neutralizer in there, and that way we don't get any kickback onto the grass from the 12-volt solution. We are getting heavy rains later this afternoon. So what that means is that we are not going to rinse this roof. We're going to really allow the SH to eat up all the organic matter. If it's brown, it's coming down. If it's black, you're coming back. I am a huge advocate of rinsing. However, it really is going to depend on the amount of plants, the type of grass and setting, and where the gutters are going, and how much solution we really need to apply onto the roof to effectively do our job. And make sure that that roof is uniform and looking beautiful. You can see the AC slab has a great deal of moss, so we're gonna chisel that all the way from there. You can see what that looks like. I'm gonna just take a nice little zoom up picture there, and that way I can show the homeowner when I'm finished cleaning it how beautiful that looks, because that'll chip off real easily. And then when we go around the front of the house, this is all gonna be done with an X-Jet, guys. We go around to the front of the house, I'll show you the reason that we're going to be doing a gutter brightening service. If I flip you around here, and you can see where sort of my ladder is at, you can see the vertical striping that's along there. That's not going to come off with your conventional house wash method. You're going to have to use an aluminum brightener like Gutter Butter or LA Awesome. There's many different gutter brightening products on the market. LA Awesome is cost effective and really good if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you'll strip the paint right off and you'll be left with aluminum gutters. But you can see the spider webs that have collected, so we'll get that down. The house wash mix will be really great for that. And we don't have a whole lot of precious plants through here, but we do have plants, and you can see how the gutters are diverted, and then those will go underneath the ground and spit up into the grass. So we want to make sure that we are doing our job there. I want to show you guys something that is really bad. I'll just say, I'm not going to mention any names, but there was a pressure washing company who came here to take care of some things on the driveway. It's a super easy job, super easy driveway, and they really messed up bad, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. I was called to fix it, and yes, some of the circular patterns I can feather out with Efflow, Front 9 Restoration. It's an efflorescent product, and there's a technique that you can use to sort of feather that out, but some of these marks were done with a 0 degree, and some of them are millimeters into the concrete. So if I turn you around, I want you guys to see this. You can see his surface cleaner where he's been on the trigger and just stationary, literally etching into the concrete. You can see here where he's used a 0 degree tip. I don't know why or what purpose was used, but look at this. You know, that's just really, really bad work, guys. I mean, that is something that we don't want to be going on out here. I don't care who you are, or, I mean, you have to become educated. If I can find you, here's some other ones that are around in here. I mean, there's just no excuse for this. This is just this is not even rookie work. Now, can I feather out some of these lines like this? Yes, but these lines are deep, and these lines are so deep that you can fit your finger in there. So there's no way to put new concrete back there. So this driveway has to be completely recoated because of someone's mistake. I highly recommend you guys taking classes, working with a professional contractor. Don't just go out there, buy yourself equipment, and have watched a few YouTube videos and think you know what you're doing. Because you can absolutely destroy someone's driveway, house, roof, whatever it is. You really have to know what you're doing. There's just really no excuse for that. I do know who the guy is. I do know the company that the guy worked for, and the company has now let him go. But it's just, we're all about, you have to be about protecting your homeowners, and you have to be about, really building your own reputation. And unfortunately, there's just too many people out there. This guy works for another company unrelated to the pressure washing industry, but when they need him to do a job because debris is left behind, they hire him to dust things off. And he's out there using high pressure and just what you saw. So just a little warning to everyone out there, to do a driveway like this, to have this driveway put in, you're talking anywhere from $9,000 to $11,000. That's a huge mistake, huge mistake. Get educated, guys. Become a member of the United Association of Mobile Cleaning Contractors. Get affiliated with Power Washers of North America. Go to the big conventions. Go to your vendor showcases. Just look them up. Everything's online. Make the trip. Yes, it costs gas money, lunch money. It's probably going to pay, parking. Some events cost. Most are free. But network with business professionals. Get yourself educated so that you know what you're doing. Why do I care? Because it's the industry that I'm passionate about, because it's how I feed my family. And if we get enough guys out here who are uneducated, we continue that stigma that has been in our industry for so long. So we really want to overcome that by, I want everybody educated. I want everybody speaking the language like a professional. And yes, I do. My system is very archaic. As you guys see, I don't have an open rig with electric reels. This is my reel from Tractor Supply. This is how guys mostly start out, throwing their stuff in the back of their truck, or they start out, packing their stuff in the back of the SUV. This is a very archaic method, cart, machine on cart, SH on a hand truck, 12-volt system on a cart. That's certainly not industry standard, but I found that for me, I have a lot of homeowners who have these quarter-mile walkways that lead to these boathouses. I have some of these higher-end clients that have driveways that are over 600 feet, and you're not pulling in their driveway with your rig. It's just very unprofessional. So you can, and eventually that probably will be something that I will have to address, because this is the way that I'm set up. I want you guys to know this is a lot harder than what you're seeing out there with these guys with the open trailers and the reels, where you're just pulling your hoses, starting your machine, and wetting this stuff down and spraying your solution. This is a lot more labor intensive, but it has been working for me for many years, and it's easy for me to service my stuff, and it's easy for me to reach areas. I join these other contractors on these large commercial jobs, and there's areas in some of these buildings that they absolutely cannot get into with their 300-foot of soft wash hose. And they maneuver and manipulate their trucks around their property, and we do a really good job. But where I come in is I'm able to run as the mole. and reach areas, up on top of roofs. We can put my machine in a high reach and lift my machine up to the roof, bring all my hoses up with me, and I'm shooting solution and I'm cleaning. And so it's been very helpful in a lot of ways. So I will own both. I will have the flatbed, I will have the open trailer, and I will have a nice, rig like this where I can be completely 100% mobile. This is a really easy system to roll your hoses up at the end of the day, but I gotta tell you, it's really labor intensive. I'd rather press a button and have my hose reels bring in the hoses. Guys, have a great day. Keep cleaning out there. Trevor Thompson, TNT Pressure Cleaning. Dynamite service with explosive results. Roof wash, house wash.